David. Appreciate that. Excellent. This is happening. How you guys doing? You having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it going for Colin Farrell, or whoever that was, that last guy. My name's Brian Torrey. I have trailer park hair. I know. It's not, I don't live in Kent, though. A woman told me last week that I look like Heath Ledger, which would be nice if it was true, but maybe Heath Ledger after 10 years of homelessness and too much drinking. Speaking of drinking, who's got kids? We got kids here? I never actually thought about heroin until I had kids. I've got 2 kids. They're teenagers, which means most days I trade them both for a 6-pack of Diet Coke, to be honest. I spent a lot of time looking at it like, what? Like, did I drop you? What the hell? What is wrong with you? Now, I've also, David told me 5 minutes and get your butt off the stage. So, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna skip and what I'm gonna do. My kids are cool. Here's a conversation I had with my daughter. Okay, whatever was 16 at the time. She's 19 now, and she's still in my freaking house. But she's 16, and I go in there and I say, "Hey, honey, how's your summer job search coming?" And she's like, "Oh, I turned some applications, and but nobody's called me back." And I'm like, "Well, maybe we should, we should do something." I mean, that's actually a pretty good step right there for her to turn in applications. Before I explained it to her, I think she thought basically if a company had an opening that they would like find her on Facebook and send a card to the house. But so I said maybe we should make some phone calls, do some follow-up, and she looks at me like teenage girls can do, and she goes, "That's not how it works. They don't hire you just because you call them back." What do you do with that? I mean, clearly you would know because you're fucking 16. And I had been in a coma for 40 years apparently, because I've had no information that would be of use to you in any circumstances whatsoever. Yeah, no, my son's not no bad. I was driving with my son in the car, and some of his friends take him to the skate park, and one of them goes, "I hope the park's not closed, because that would suck big wang." Really? You really have to say that? Is that necessary? Like, isn't it enough to just say it would suck? Like that's why it's bad, right? It's like giving oral sex to a man is like a horrible thought if you're a straight guy or a gay woman or my ex-wife. The point is that we don't have to say everything. We don't have to state everything explicitly. When we're at the grocery store, we don't have to say, like to the clerk for buying toilet paper, we don't have to say, "Later? I'm going to use Easter white food." He doesn't care. He doesn't like it. The manager explained that. If there's a girl, like a chubby girl behind you in line buying half a gallon of Chunky Monkey and a bottle of red wine, she doesn't have to say that she's going to go home and watch Twilight on DVD by herself and leave that whole fucking thing right out of the carton. We know that. That's me. No, I feel like I can say I've had my share of ice cream myself. My share of chubby girls too, actually. Those are desperate times. The joke's wrong on some girls. No, I'm single. Big surprise. I've been single for we've divorced about 3.5 years. My wife and I just weren't compatible. You know what I'm saying? We were not personality-wise. We were not compatible. Star-crossed is what I call it. In the Chinese calendar, I was born in the year of the horse, and she was born in the year of the frigid, controlling ice bitch. I know that seems harsh, but when she smiles, an angel dies. Just, being married to somebody for a while, you do form a bond with them. It's not free, of course. I remember sitting at the table with her and the lawyers and everything, and we're talking. I remember just kind of looking at her and thinking, God, you're a bitch. Frequent flyer miles? Really? You want to argue about frequent flyer miles? There's like enough for one ticket. The money we're paying the lawyers here, you could have bought a ticket to Fiji, right? But divorce isn't about logic, is it? It's about wishing the other person was dead. I like being single now. I have stuff that I didn't have before. I have a motorcycle and self-esteem, sex, and all this stuff I wasn't allowed to have when I was married. The weird thing about being single at my age, I'm over 40, but I've found that apparently I'm allowed to date women in any age group. I didn't expect that. I don't date a lot of older women even though like in their 50s and 60s. And I don't want you to think I'm shallow. It's not the sagginess factor. It's more, well, it kind of is that actually. And the younger girls, sometimes they kind of like, why is that guy talking to us? He's very old. But I find they typically come around, usually before the end of recess. I love you. People with kids don't like that joke. You got kids? Yeah. Where do you go to school? I'm talking about 20-something girls. I don't think about 20-something girls because they tend to be stupid and talk about stupid things until I just lie there and pray for death. But some once in a while I'll go out with a girl in Girls Club or something, and I know that there's other girls there that are kind of looking at us and they're kind of like, that girl, he's like way older than that girl. No, that one, the one who looks like Heath Ledger's grandfather. All right, I'm Brian Torrey again. This is my time.